Hello and welcome to this video. My name's Liz and this is Guided by Angels, and this is an urgent message for twin flames for 2025, or for any time you're guided to this video, because time is fluid. So if you find this video whenever it is on your journey, you're meant to hear the message at that moment, no matter what year it is, what month it is, what date it is. If this video's found you, it's found you for a reason, because there's something urgent you need to know. Now, most of you watching this will be the Divine Feminines, and I feel this is an urgent message really for the Divine Feminine, but it's about the Divine Masculine. So if you're a masculine watching, understand and know that what you're experiencing right now, in this moment, whenever it is you tap in with this video, is because you're being guided right now to take control and step forward into your leadership power. You're being guided to speak your truth and make changes, and shed the skin of the past and leave behind anything that's no longer serving you. You're being guided to step out of your comfort zone. God is helping you to become your best version. And that means going through radical change. So if you're the masculine tuning in with this, you may well be seeing number sequences like 555, 1111, even 999, because you're being shown that there's a spiritual reason you've come and that time is changing. And you may be experiencing things, ascension symptoms, which means you may be going through physical things in your body right now that are getting your attention. Your body is saying to you, you've got to understand that you've got to do something differently. You've got to understand that now is the time for change, because when you are distracted or in denial or not facing something, your body will get your attention and say you've got to recognize something has to change or shift. So your body will be getting your attention in crazy ways. So you may be having stomach pain, you may be feeling dizziness, you could be blacking out, you could be having very, very intense, vivid dreams. Because when you are sleeping, your subconscious is helping you to process what you really feel and to know what you need to do. You may also be getting amazing signs and synchronicities coming to you about things you may want to do in your life that you haven't done yet. And that everything is pointing you forward to a change, to your divine feminine, to end up where you're meant to be. It could be you're going through changes in your finances or changes in your job. Now, these may be changes you want or changes you do not want, but everything is happening to move you where you're meant to be. So you're going through radical change. So for the Divine Masculine in 2025, or whenever you're tapping in with this video, if you're being drawn to it later down the line, it's a time right now of radical change where the masculine must step up and step forward. Now for the Divine Feminine, that can be scary, because for the feminine, that means that you've got to take a step back. They give me a block in the throat chakra. And when you take a step back, that can create blocks in communication, it can create separation, it can create what you may class as a delay or a block or an obstacle. However, the delay creates the way. The separation is a preparation, and you're being prepared for the next phase of your journey, which for most of you will be union. Okay, for those of you who are in no contact, it will be coming back together and communicating. But ultimately, you're moving towards union. That's where we are in this collective energy right now. So you've got to let go of trying to be the masculine. And that's what we do as a feminine sometimes. We forget ourselves. So feminines, remember, you are valuable, mysterious. You are magnificent. You are a light worker. You are an earth angel. You are connected with source. You are strong and powerful and capable of achieving your dreams. And a lot of the time you lose sight of everything else because you get so enthralled in this journey that all you can think about is your Divine Masculine, what they're doing, who they're doing it with, where they're doing it, or what they're feeling or what they're thinking. And yes, it's okay to feel that way and connect with readings and tap in with the truth. However, you also have to make sure that you're balancing that with your own self, giving to you, filling up your own cup, doing your own thing, working on your passions, your dreams, the things that light you up inside. Maybe working on your business or your career, or spending time with friends or family or your kids, or traveling or expanding your mind in some way, doing a spiritual practice or something that works you like, the block in my throat, instead of just worrying about when you're going to communicate. And this will clear blocks. And I know it's hard. And if anyone's coughing right now or experiencing a big shift, like something's grabbed you around the neck, it's because your throat chakra is needing a release. So I feel it's so important right now as well that you cleanse your throat chakra. In fact, cleanse all your chakras. You don't have to do anything crazy like a big, drawn out, long meditation. Just say to the angels, thank you for cleansing me, cleansing my aura, my chakra system, my energy field from the top of my head to the tips of my toes. Thank you, angels, for cleansing me and healing me and shielding me. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And so it is. And it's as easy as that. The cleansing will be done for you. And then you'll be able to feel stronger again. Because a lot of the time what we tend to do as a divine feminine is try and be in control. And that's why the journey of the divine feminine is to surrender the control, to release it to heaven, to give it to God. It doesn't mean you let go of the love. It doesn't mean you move on from the love. It means you surrender it, which means you hand the reins over to heaven, but really you're handing the reins back to your twin. Because your masculine can't step forward if you're the one who's constantly stepping forward. So if you're the one that's constantly in the lead, taking control, reaching out, trying to control everything, taking responsibility for everything, they can't step in. So you've got to take that step back. It needs to be emotionally balanced. It needs to be in alignment. We all have a masculine and feminine side within the self, no matter what gender we are. And it's reminding you that you have to balance that right now. And it's so important right now in 2025 that you learn this lesson. We're all learning as divine feminines right now to surrender and let go. And when you feel you've surrendered, surrender more. But it's much more than surrender. Because you may be watching this thinking, all I've done this year is surrender. All I've done for the last few years is surrender and it's not working. Understand it's about the realization that it's about handing the reins back. It's about realizing you can't take responsibility for your masculine's healing journey. You can't make them do anything they're not ready or prepared to do. And what we try and do is show them what life could be like and how amazing it would be. And we try and help them to find their way. Now, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make it drink. It has to do it itself. So in other words, you can give them all the information and show them how amazing life is with you and how wonderful you are and show them everything, but they have to make that choice. Remember this, you can be handing someone gold, but until they actually see that's what it is and recognize it's gold or recognize its value or recognize it, then you might as well be handing them coal because they can't understand, because they can't see it themselves. They know it's there, but they've got to allow themselves to move beyond their own fears or their own insecurities to be able to feel worthy of having that gold, and that gold is you. So they're being offered gold right now, which is you, but they may not be ready to take it because they're not feeling worthy of it. Now, you can't do anything about that. That's them. They've got to work that out for themselves. They have to realize they are worthy of this gold. They are worthy of this divine love. They are worthy and they are deserving. And they don't need to sacrifice their own happiness for others or for obligations or responsibilities or because it's what they've always done. This is the time now that they've got to go within and really take control of their life. And you can't do that for them as much as you want to. You know, people say to me all the time, what can I do to move this forward? And that's because you want to take responsibility. You want to take control. And the best way for you to move this forward right now is to take a step back. And the way you do that is by focusing on self-love, self-care, service, gratitude, raising your vibration, breath work, doing things that uplift you and remind you of your value. Spending time with your friends, your family, going places, doing things, not putting your life on hold for someone else. And remembering that time is illusion, that separation is illusion, that you and your person are one. You carry them with you wherever you go. So when you go into fear losing them or fear that they're never going to reach out or fear of whatever they're doing, breathe yourself into the now. That's where the power is. And remember that you are one. Affirm it, we are one. So if they think, right, I'm going to take myself out today and they're with you. So for example, I'm sharing this today on Thursday, and in real time as I record this, it's Valentine's Day tomorrow. So you may be stressing over Valentine's Day right now. Or maybe you tune into this and it's around your birthday, you think, oh, they're going to reach out. Make sure you are taking the initiative to enjoy yourself on that day. So you're not sitting around moping, worrying, wondering if the phone's going to ring or you're going to receive a message in your inbox. Instead, giving back to you. That will bring a healing in. And think, right, well, I want to go to the cinema, I want to do this or that, I wish I could do it with them. Well, do it with them inside, because you carry them with you everywhere you go. Filling up your own cup will help you to feel satisfied. You don't need validation from them to feel validated. You don't need to feel loved by them to feel loved. You give it to you. Happiness is an inside job, and so is peace. You have a choice. You have a choice how you feel in this moment. You have a choice whether you feel good or bad about it, whether you feel sad or happy. You have a choice, and you have that power. Don't ever think that anyone has power over you, because they don't. It's illusion. The only one who has power over you is you and God, but this is you taking back your power, saying, I choose how I feel. I choose if I'm going to react to this and get triggered by this and be challenged by this, or if I'm going to respond with love and I'm going to respond with an answer and pray about it and have faith in God's plan for my life, knowing that He wants what's best for me because He loves me and He wants me to have everything at the right time, which is always the perfect time in divine time. And recognize that if you're putting everything on your masculine, saying they've got to change, they need to do this, they need to do that, not taking it anymore, and you're blaming them, you've got to point the finger back at you, because you are one. And it may just be that you're trying to control everything, and you've got to take your own power back to hand the reins over. So the point is that I'm making here, you have to now let them do it in their own time. You've got to let go. And say, okay, I've done everything I can. I've done physically, emotionally, mentally, everything, spiritually, everything I can. And now it's their choice. It's up to them to make the decision. It's up to them. They've got free will. They have to do it in their own way, in their own time. And I can't control that. And when you realise that, it's liberated. It helps you to release. It's like all the tension you've been holding suddenly goes away, because you realise, I've got to let go. I've got to let go. It's like if you're trying to row in a boat the wrong way. The tide is trying to take you one way and you're trying to ride to, kind of row against it. So it gets more and more tiring because you're getting tired. It's a no-win situation, because the tide is eventually going to take you where it's meant to take you, because you'll eventually give up and you'll say, I can't do this anymore, it's too tiring. And many of you may feel that way right now. You may feel like this journey's tiring me, it's stressing me out, I can't do it anymore, I've had enough. That's your higher self saying, just let go. Just surrender. You don't need to try and row the wrong way anymore. You just need to put down the oars of the canoe and relax. And remember that you can't take responsibility for anybody else. You can only take responsibility for yourself. You can't control anybody else. You can only control yourself. And that's when you say to God, thank you for giving me the strength to let go of the things that I can't control, to let go of the things I can't make happen. Thank you, God, for giving me the peace within me and the power and the strength to let go of what I can't control. And then you realise that I just need to let go. So understand what letting go is. It's not about giving up. It's about recognising what's meant for you will be for you in divine timing. And that you can't make them see things they're not ready to see, or do things they're not ready to do, just because you can see a way out. Or you can see how good it could be. Or you could see that if they did this, this would happen. They have to see it for themselves. They're on their own journey of growth and learning. And guess what? They are teaching you the lesson of surrender. They're teaching you to focus on you, to get that relationship back with you, to remember how powerful you are and how beautiful you are and how special you are. That you don't need them to tell you that, because you already know it inside. You've got to get back to you and being your best version, and that makes you feel better. It makes you feel attractive again. Maybe you want to do something nice for yourself. You may think, oh, okay, I'm going to start giving back to me a bit more, pampering yourself a bit more, being kinder to yourself, more gentle, doing things for you. And guess what? That uplifts your energy. And that makes you feel better. It makes you feel healthier, happier, sexier. And that makes you more desirable and attractive to everyone and to yourself. And then your twin starts getting more curious about you. What are you doing? Because you're not constantly reaching out anymore. Or you're not constantly making the move anymore. You're allowing them to take the lead in the connection, which is why they've come. They are the masculine. They need to step into that masculine power. Instead of you being the feminine trying to be the masculine. That's not your job anymore. Maybe you've been in that energy and learnt lessons from it, but now you need to step back and be in the softer vibration. I feel this about you being in a softer energy, the energy of allowing the love in, so they can take the responsibility to become the leader. And you are a leader in other areas of your life, remember. Being authentic, living your best life, doing you. And that is inspiring, not only to them, but to other people around you, whether it's family, friends, people you work with, people you are inspiring on a daily, doing you. And that makes you powerful. And when you're giving to yourself, you feel attractive, and you feel it because you become magnetic. So then your magnetic energy, your power, your aura, your natural light starts bringing things to you. And you'll think, wow, suddenly I'm manifesting my dreams. Finally, things are moving into place. Finally, everything's shifting. And you feel it inside, and it's the feeling that creates the manifestation. And then you start giving back to you, and then you remember who's got you all the time, and that's God, Source, the universe, angels, whomever you connect with up there. And then you start getting that relationship right with God, with the universe, whomever. For me, I'll say God. So you start getting the connection right with God. And you remember how protected you are, and that you have faith, and that the angels have got you, because you start seeing the signs and the synchronicities, and things start blowing your mind again. And you remember how loved and supported you are by heaven. And then you're in this high vibration, and that's when all the doors begin to open. That's what I need to share with you today. It's so important today that you get your power back by handing the reins back to your twin. Stop trying to control them. Stop trying to do it for them. Stop trying to find solutions for them and answers. They need to fix themselves. It's not your job to fix them. The masculine energy, again, take the gender away. This is about masculine, whether they're a guy or a gal, it doesn't matter. It's their mission to fix their own stuff. You're not meant to be Mrs. or Mr. Fix-It. You're meant to let them fix themselves. You fix you, let them fix that. And then when the time is right, you'll come together and be there for each other. You won't need to fix each other because you've done it yourself. They've done it themselves, you've done it yourself. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull some cards connected with this. And all the cards I use I'll put in the description box. So the message from the angels about this is, delays are always necessary. You've got the hangman there. Delays are always necessary. Remember, time is different than what we're made to believe through society. So we go in society by minutes, hours, seconds, and that's not the truth. Time, you might think, well, how long is this going to take? It's however long it takes them to come to the realization, however long it takes them to process what they're experiencing, to be able to take back their power and step forward in truth and light. So you could say, how long's a piece of string? It will take as long as it takes. And it's the same for you, whatever you're going through. You can't rush it. You can't rush something forward. You have to have faith in divine timing. So delays are always necessary. This is a time of protection and preparation. So if there is a delay right now, it's creating the way. Separation is preparation, which means you can cleanse your space. Get ready for them. Think, right, let me look around at my environment. Do I need to clear clutter right now? Shed the skin. Remember, the wood snake is bringing in a shedding. What do I need to shed in my life? What do I need to let go of? What do I need to release and heal? Is there anything I need to forgive? Do I need to forgive the past or heal myself? So look at yourself. If you're thinking we're in a separation, they need to do this, this, and this, let them. And you think, right, I need to do this, this, and this. I'm going to work on my career. There's changes I want to make. I want to get more money in the bank. I want to clear my home. I want to move home. I want to do this, this, and this. Focus on those things. This is a time of protection. So the angels are protecting you. And you've also made a conscious choice to have this time to give to you and come to these realizations. So focus on self-love and replenish your energy with self-care. Give back to you. Be kind and gentle with yourself. Be very loving. And do that also on occasions like Valentine's Day or birthdays. We've got the Wheel of Fortune in reverse. It says it's fate and destiny that orchestrated your meeting. And the universe knows the quickest, safest way to reunite you. So you might start stressing out thinking, well, if I don't message them, they're never going to message me. Of course they are. It's your ego bringing fear in. You might think, well, if I change my number or do this or that, how are they going to contact me again? The universe brought you together in the first place. Think about the way the universe made that happen. Serendipity. Many of you are with your twin and you're in complete different parts of the world. Or you're from complete different backgrounds or ages or times. Understand the universe knows how to get you two together. And if it happened then, it's going to happen again and again and again. So you must put your faith in God's plan. It says stop trying to control things and allow the universe to sort it out for you. Replace doubt with faith and surrender. Thank you, angels. Huge message there. Find time to do you and surrender. Give it to God. Let go of control. And that's why you've got the 9 of growth. Great card to come in. It says enjoy each and every moment that you are living in and count your beautiful blessings. So the 9 of growth, the 9 of pentacles is about self-love, self-care, being independent, being self-assured, knowing who you are, counting your many blessings, starting your day in gratitude. So you might think, okay, what do? You wake up and before you even get out of bed, you say thank you for this day. Because some other people haven't woke up today. Every day is a birthday for you. You've been reborn, so be grateful. You don't need to celebrate your birthday to feel grateful for your life. Feel grateful for your life right now. Pull back the curtains and say, I'm so excited about this day. And if you're not feeling excited, think about the things that could happen today. Today is the day. Finally, everything's working out for me. Finally, everything's going to be okay. And it starts putting you into a higher vibration. Go through your routine. You're cleaning your teeth. Thank you. Thank you for this water that's refreshing my mouth. Thank you for this shower that's refreshing my body. Thank you for these clothes. Thank you for this perfume or aftershave that makes me smell nice. Thank you for whatever it is. And then when you go to eat your first meal of the day, thank you for this food. Thank you for the sustenance this food will give to me, will replenish me. If you're drinking water, thank you for this water that's hydrating me. Thank you for this home that supports me with electricity and gas and heat and warmth and comfort, all the things I need and want. If you're going to work, be grateful for how you're getting to work. Thank you for my legs that move me forward. Thank you for my amazing healthy body that allows me to do my job. Thank you for my vehicle that gets me where I'm meant to be. Thank you for this bus service that takes me where I want to go. Thank you for this job that allows me to receive money to have all the things I want. So whatever it is, thank you for my children who love me. Even if they don't like me very much right now, I'm grateful that they are my kids and I'm learning from them and they are learning from me. Thank you for this, whatever it is. See how it puts you into a higher vibration. When you find peace and contentment in the experience of the now, magic begins to happen. So the angels say be in the now. Look at the word now, N-O-W. Spell it backwards, won, W-O-N. When you're in the now, you've won. If you're anxious, if you're feeling scared, afraid, if you're worrying about something, if you're going over the past or stressing about the future, you're not in the now. So the quickest way to back to the moment is 3 deep breaths in and out. In through the nose, out through the mouth. You do that 3 times, you feel a bit disorientated and woozy. Why? Because your mind and body have reconnected. When your mind's overthinking, you're stressing out, you're in fear, you're anxious, you're worried, you're mithering about things, your mind's off in with the fairies. You know that if you've ever been in a shower and you've thought, have I just washed my hair? Have I just done this and that? It's because your mind's on something else. So you have to reconnect your body with your mind. It's about coming back to earth instead of being up in your head. So come back to earth with a bang, as they say, through doing 3 deep breaths in and out. And you remember where you are and then affirm as soon as you come back into the now, I am safe. Everything is working out for me. I am exactly where I'm meant to be. Everything is fine. And if you start worrying, pray. If you've got time to worry, you've got time to pray. The delay creates the way. Good things are coming, believe it. So if you're seeing 111, they give me fear. If you're seeing 111, 1111, 777, 888, it's all signs you are manifesting your dreams. So when you let go and surrender and give it to God, what do they do? Okay? What do they do? Okay, when you surrender and give it to God, what do you need to be aware of in this moment? Divine protection, watched over and guided. So you're always being watched over and guided. Know that. So in other words, instead of worrying about things, stressing, are they going to reach out? Are they going to do this? Recognize you're operating in ego. You need to be giving those reins over to the angels, to the divine, where it's all protected and guided. You need to trust them to take control. So in the isolation, they are finding their way. Why? Because the silence brings clarity. So don't be afraid of the silence. Enjoy it, as Depeche Mode said. Enjoy the silence. And then things will shift forward. So remember, if you're worrying, if they're acting like everything's hunky-dory and okay, they are a master of disguise. So do not take things personally. They're wearing a mask. So focus on yourself, being your authentic self, because that's the best version to be. And cleanse and prepare your space, because you're going through a purification and you're preparing. Honeysuckle gives back, so be kind and gentle. Focus on service. Focus on all the good things that you can give to the world. And watch your thoughts as they always become things. Snapdragons bite back. So if you're being negative, you're going to get negatives. If you're being positive, you're going to get positives. So the real message coming through is to surrender and let go. But to remember what that means right now, it means you've got to let them take responsibility for their part of the journey. And if they come to you, they come to you. If they don't come to you, they don't come to you. You've got to be okay with that. But 99% of the time, they're going to come to you because they love and want you the same way you love and want them. And really, all paths lead home. It's just a matter of divine timing. So focus on you and giving back to yourself and the world, and everything else will fall into place. I hope this helps. I'm sending you so much love, and I'll see you soon.